battery died. But the girls didn't wait on me to get the fence fixed before they decided to get out again. So we're making our trek back to the house. The old white-faced cow turned around and went the other direction. So I'm gonna have to come back and get her. Let's go! Whoop! I have to come back and get her in a second. So we'll make it back with these. I'll fix the fence over there, and then I'll come back and get her and go back over to the house again. Not gotten near done today what I wanted. So if this works like it did the other day, come on, babies. No? Not feeling it? Let's go. Suck, 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 suck. So the other evening, when I had to do this, I got side by side and turned my lights on. It was at night. My buckets were on the back. I just turned the lights on, made those buckets glow. They just followed me. Whoop! Let's go! Some out back there a second ago, just on my way out here. Ran into about 4 or 5 of them that were trying to come down by the river back there. So I tried to get them to follow me. Just about flipped over there, it felt like. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you could tell how sloped I was right there, but it was a lot. This mud is awful. Woo! Let's go! Well, at least got them back in some type of fence, but it's not where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to cut the wire up here, which is not the smartest thing to do, but it's got to be done anyways, because I've just got it tied to one of the wooden posts, and so there's not going to be any power to go through it the way that it is right now anyway. So I've got to unhook it this afternoon is the plan anyway. So I'm going to unhook the wire up here, drive them on through, go back and get the others, do the same thing, and then I'm going to fix this section. So the other month or so, whenever I was putting up this fence here, I just kind of temporarily tied the wire to this post. Well, there's no way that the electricity can flow through this the way that it is. So I've got to fix this section this afternoon anyways. So to get the girls back into this section over here, I'm gonna just untie this, pull the wire back to that post and bring them on through. I'll put the wires back up, go get the others. I'll go get the others and then do the same thing again, but then fix the fence for real when I come back through. So I don't have a tripod or anything with me since my battery died on the new camera. So I'm just gonna have to do this without it. That I've ever really done much filming up here since the storm. But if you go back to some of my videos back over the summer when I was baling hay up here, you can kind of see what this area used to look like. This steep drop off here to the river was not here before. A lot of the banks just completely washed out, but you know, right in through here that is now sand was grass before, and now it's 6 inches deep in sand and gravel. So this little barn back here, it never held a ton of hay. We could get like 12 rolls or something like that in here. And I couldn't understand how the storm got the hay out of here, because it's gone, as you can see. But while I was up here, I was looking, the water busted through the back there and washed them out the front. Now it makes sense. This whole thing, I'm afraid, is just gonna fall in. There's the post back there in the back, that third one back right there. You can see it's not in good shape, not at all. Tried to wash the stuff out of the front of that side too. Yeah. So the reason I came back up here is I thought there were 10 altogether. I must have miscounted somewhere along the line, because I thought there were 3 left up here. But I met 2 on my way back down here. I met 2 walking back the other direction. And so I kept coming up here to just make sure there wasn't one more. There's not. So I'll get those 2 pushed on back to the house, and then I'll start working on fixing that fence. All right, a little bit of update for you. So all the cows are back. The spring gates that go out that direction, I'd put them up a long time ago, but as far as hooking up the jumper wires on out that direction, I'd never done it. So I did that on my way back. I'm up here at the top corner of the field here in front of the bridge where they stay. I'm gonna throw up maybe 3 spring gates. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up 3 spring gates real quick and pray that maybe these make a difference. If they get through these 3, you know, before there was 1. If you look right here, you can see what they've done to the 1. They've destroyed it, and that because they just keep getting out because there's no good power on it. But I think I've got that fixed. And then I'll put 3 gates up, 3 springs up, and I'm gonna have to go for today. It's gotten late. I've got things I got to do this evening back in town, so I didn't get to film very much today because I don't have my little holder for my phone, and I've been having to use my phone since the camera died up here in the woods. So I'm gonna do as much as I can with you all here. I think I've got a way to prop you up over here while I put up these spring gates, and then I do have to go down there to the corner where the last clip was. Got to go put 3 wraparound insulators on that wooden post down there, and then tie it to the wire that's coming down this side of the field here. So once that's done, we might be all right. Emphasis on the word might. This is a sloppy mess. Sloppy mess. Get one more. Excuse me. So like I say, this is Springgate's last test. If they don't work this time, I'm done with them forever. But now you can get 20 of these, well, not 20 of these, 10 of these for the price of one actual gate. So hypothetically, I had to talk through my thoughts here. So all 3 of these wires are going to be, they're not hot right now, but they will be here in a minute. These spring gates are hooked directly onto those wires. That power is going to come here and stop. Now, going on out through here, until I redo this top section, the only thing that's hot along the edge of the top here is just going to be the top wire. I should probably make it be the middle one, but Dad had gone through and changed it at some point and made it till only the top one was hot. And so all the way out through there, there's only insulators on the top. And I was going to change it, but I started doing that one day, and it was just going to take forever and a ton of insulators for a ton of posts that I'm not even going to keep up very long. Just as soon as we get some extra time, we're going to be redoing all this. So I didn't want to reinvent the wheel for something temporary. So for now, I'm just going to run a jumper wire from, I guess I'll have to jump them all together and run it to the top wire. And then when I get out there, the only thing that'll be hot at the end too is going to be the top wire. So I don't need to use up my wraparound insulators right there, because it's only going to be the top wire that's hot. So now I know that. But I got to try and do this pretty quick, which a couple more minutes and I'll be done with it. I'm not going to put out a bale of hay tonight. There's hay all over the place that they've yet to clean up. So I'm going to try to force them to clean some of that up. I'm going to put out a little grain though before I go. And I got that here on the back of the side by side, along with everything else that I could possibly imagine. I'm not even going to be able to get it into the barn until I take these posts off. All right, I'm going to get this done so I can get out of here. All right. Well, don't judge me on how janky this fence is, because it is temporary, and I do have to come back and put some insulators here. I didn't have those with me. So, something I wanted to put on here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I hope you can. Is a little trick that I watched. I saw some Hispanic guy years ago, and I bet I'm gonna have to move you over here so you can even see it. You're on a wire, so you're gonna be a little bouncy. But, yeah, let me slide you down. You might be able to see. Yeah. So, this loop is awful. Don't judge that. What I want to show you is a neat little trick that I saw this Hispanic guy do online one time with a pair of fencing pliers. And you grab your wire, make you a loop on one end of the wire, take your other end, put it through the loop. You're going to grab the wire with the jaws here, and I'm going to spin it. I'm going to twist it back this direction. And it's going to slowly start to tighten it up. And hopefully I did it the right way. Yep, it's getting tight. So once it gets tight, you flip it back the other way and unroll it. And now it doesn't get it banjo string tight, but it does get it decently tight. And that's all I'm after right now, is decently tight. Which might be the whole reason that I'm having cows get out. It's because it's just decent, not good. But it's what we're going with for now. Because I've got a pregnant wife at home that is in need of me to come home. So therefore I'm leaving right now. Right now.